Hello, sweeties. Let's play. Let's get messy and have some fun and go on an adventure. Are you in? Grab your coffee. You're gonna need it. Hello, sweeties. Okay, this is not how I wanted to do my video at all, or how I had planned it for today. But I've learned new tricks. And yeah. Before I get into that though, I wanted to share with you, I just had another birthday, and before you ask, I'm 43. Woo! I'm actually okay with it, so it's fine. I wanted to share with you a couple of the goodies that I got. One of which is from the fabulous Care Bear. You know her probably as Care Heart. I will forever call her Care Bear. Because, remember the Care Bears? Yeah, she reminds me of Sunshine Bear. Just, yeah, but she's Care Bear. But she got me this book, and I've gorgeous, gorgeous stencil, which I'm going to have to do some reverse collage with later this, well, let's see, it's Friday. So this weekend, sometime this weekend, I think. Maybe next week I'll do another video on how I do that, maybe. Maybe, I don't know, I just want to play with it. But this book, it's called Draw It Out. It says hundreds of drawing prompts to inspire creative expression. This is so cool. It is just prompts. I stuck in a little gift thingies there, so I know forever and ever who gave me this book. I'm not going to read all the bits and whatever, but I did want to show you, because what my plan is not to draw in this. It's just prompts and then spaces to draw. Some are small bits and some are whole pages. And my plan is to number all of these pages and then make a, well, I want to make two art journals just for drawing the prompts, and then I'll number, you know, write which number page that was and the prompt in those. But I want two because I want to go all the way through the book, and then after a year or so I want to go back through the book and see if I've gotten any better. It sounds like a plan to me, but there's, you know, a full head of curly hair, the Easter Bunny, someone's favorite pen. Someone's favorite pen, not just your favorite pen. That's great. An attractive orange. A frog and a toad who are best friends. A few skyscrapers. Fill this entire page with big circles, small circles, tiny circles, and medium circles. Oh, excuse me. And this reminds me of, oh my gosh, the Wreck This book. Is that what they're called? I have one. I keep meaning to dig it out and do some more in it. Is it Wreck This Journal? I don't even know where mine is currently. I'm going to have to dig that out too. Let me write a note. Or I'll forget. I'll forget. Okay. Alright. I'll stick that up there. But yeah, it's just prompts. A skillet, a sad man, two bright eyes. Oh, that's adorable. My dad calls me Bright Eyes. Has forever. Still introduces me as his little bright eyes. Oh my goodness. That was lovely. That's, yeah, apparently I needed that today. An oddly shaped watermelon. Oh, have you seen the ones in Japan that they grow? You can cut off the top half of a milk jug, and as your watermelons start to grow, pull the vine over gently so the watermelon's hanging in there, and as it grows, it'll grow into a square. The reason they did that was for better storage space in the fridge, which I thought was genius. So yeah, Square watermelons. If you don't believe me, Google it. 2 perfect carrots. A bat with its wings spread. A very hairy leg. See, and that could be anything. That could be, you know, a person with hairy legs. That could be tarantula leg or something. That could be anything. That could be a weird leg of a chair with dog hair stuck all over it. A hippo mixed with a giraffe. See, this type of stuff reminds me of D.D. Willingham, the Society of Idea Collector stuff, where you do all your mind mapping and ideas and this, that, and the other for whatever your original idea or thought or question was. And you run around with the who, what, when, where, why, and you do that with several things, and then you start mixing stuff together. And then, yeah, a hippo mixed with a giraffe. You could do the same with these as well. I mean, take one of those, maybe it's a hippo mixed with a giraffe with a very hairy leg. You know, could be anything. A basket full of water balloons, 4 hazelnuts, a scooter in motion, a tiny haunted house, a pizza with loads of toppings. Oh, please excuse me, it's 8:30 in the morning, and the last I looked at the clock was almost 5 this morning, before I went and tried to nap. Yes, I did get a nap. It wasn't the best, but... Oh, there's one. A tarantula up close. A lamb, an eggplant, a brand new toy chest. A table set for Thanksgiving. A special ornament, an inflatable baseball bat. A beautiful old lantern. A bib with a clever catchphrase on it. A headless horseman. There's so many in here, and I don't know how many. Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Man, you would have thought they'd say how many prompts there were. At any rate, this is so cool, and I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this part to dry, because I wanted to remember who it was from forever and ever. Thank you, Care Bear. I love you. This is so cool. So cool. Very excited. Okay, I did also want to share, I got these from my youngest daughter. This is the birthday card she found for me. How stinking cool is this? They're made this size so you can frame them, which I still need to do, obviously. But it's a frameable gift card. It's from Leanin' Tree, an American tradition since 1949. But it's got a bit on the back about the artist and what have you. But they're collector's cards. This one's called Heart and Soul. And I just adore this. It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. But yeah. Well, you don't need all that, I guess. But it says, Heart and Soul. The butterfly maiden gazes upward in wonder at the heavens as layer upon layer of strange and wonderful lands from beyond the clouds. Well, in wonder at the heavens as layer upon layer of strange and wonderful lands form beyond the clouds. Beneath her rainbow-colored gossamer headdress of emerging butterflies beats the heart of a lion, offering strength to the gentle souls in flight. The union of the butterfly's spiritual beauty with the lion's pride and courage forms the perfect blend of heart and soul to guide one into rich new worlds of experience. Oh, excuse me. Good Lord. Of experience, knowledge, and adventure. It is absolutely... well, it's beautiful. but it's perfect. Both my girls are highly intuitive, so yeah, when they come across this stuff, this is, to me, this represents the soul searching and shadow work and all the stuff I've been working on, and absolutely perfect. But yeah, they're made to be framed. That's amazing. Amazing. Okay, shall we get into this next mess? I have been up all night making these. And you may be wondering, what is it? I've been making a bunch of them. And I have a bunch of these that were sitting over here. I happened to make it to one of Elizabeth Brewer's live streams last night. And this is why my table looks the way it does, because I was actually working on my books, on the Abandoned Places books. But I got so intrigued by what Elizabeth was making. She's making these little books out of one sheet of paper. And lo and behold, if I didn't just get 2 brand new paper pads for my birthday. Which I really wanted to show you the paper on. So this one's called Spray Paint. My colour book. Let me grab some coffee here. Okay, and it's going to be sideways. Well, no, maybe I can do it this way, I don't know. Maybe? Maybe. It's a 12 by 12. And I've kept one of each page in the book so I could show you. Because I did have plans for these. I was going to use these as backgrounds to start doing, like the painty papers, layering and stuff. I was just going to add to the layering. Because it's a great background for that. And yeah, they're just with the drippy bits and the whole, look at that one. Look at that. But yeah, I just thought this was amazing. But I was watching Elizabeth do her thing. I call her Lizzie. She does go by Scrappin' Lizzie. On YouTube it is Elizabeth Brewer, and I will stick her channel in the description below so you can see how she does these, because hers look fabulous. Mine look like the Scooty Puff version of them. But I have a plan. I have a plan. I don't know if all of these layers and colors will be coming through for you. Because it's enough that they don't, like, any one layer stick out way far. They all just really blend together nicely. Okay, so that's all of those. That's mostly what I've made the little books out of. Maybe it's a one-page mini journal or something. I don't even know what she was calling them. I was seriously working on other stuff and watching her on my phone, and it was like, oh my god, I have to know how to make these. So yeah, I just pushed everything aside. I've got, you know, collage everywhere under this stuff. Everywhere. Okay, this one is called, what is it? Modern Millinery? Modern Millinery. There were 50 sheets in here. I'm starting on a special project. But these are all double-sided, okay? And I did make one book just to see if I could. And instead of wasting the double-sidedness, what I did was glue it so that we can put little tags, you know, wherever the openings are available. I'll show you. Yeah. Alright, let me go this way maybe. See? Double-sided. Oh, sorry. That's not going to work, is it? Alright, let me pull it down this way a little bit. So, flowers. Oh wait, we've got two newsprint on green. It's the cream newsprint on green. Floral. This is like a funky, it's not lace, it's like the netting with the stitching on it. Well, no, I guess essentially it would be some type of lace, but it's not the kind when you think lace. It's different. I love this one. Look at that. How cool is that? Love it. This one's more of a lace type print with, it's more of a dot grid in the background. On the other side, flowers and polka dots. Just look at that. How pretty are they? I just love them. And she's so funny. Huh. Oh no, that's right. There's like 3 of each page or something. 4 of each page. I don't remember. But yeah, she's like, I didn't know which ones to get, and I know you can use paper, so I just got these ones. Yeah, she did good. These are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Lots of fun. I love polka dots. Big ones. Big dots. This one says, dance as if no one was looking, which I do, because no one is looking. They're all on their phones. Keep that in mind. This one says, always believe that something wonderful is about to happen. I love this. And the back of it is florals. Flowers, if you like. This one's cool. More flowers. A very bright pink and white stripe. See, and I don't know, it's more lace, but it's got the, reminds me of candle wicking or tatting, applique rose bits. Yeah. I have been having an awful lot of fun with it though. This one I love. Love it. It's got little black and white doodly dot things. See? A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness. John Keats. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Henry Ford. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff in here. Just, there's some lace. Proper lace. Black and white dot with some lace doodly things. Yeah, they're more doodles, I reckon. Some newsprint. And I had to laugh. I was trying to read all of these. This one, this title or headline here says, "Too Chick, Becoming Small Size Models." It's like, okay. And it's just random print, it looks like. It's tailored turbans on this one. I don't know. That cracked me up. But this down here says, "We please you or refund your money." The woman who buys her hat, it says hats, yeah. Oh, her hats from us will surely be pleased and have her millinery favorably commented on by her friends. there is a subtle touch about a smart New York hat that is never to be found in the productions of the home milliner. So basically they're saying our crap's better than the crap you make at home, so you should buy them. But the we please you or refund your money, just for whatever reason, at some ungodly hour this morning, that cracked me the hell up. It's not near as funny now, but yeah, it was like, oh my god. Yeah, they're so pretty. Okay, let me get off my rabbit trail here. And all the pinks. Pinks. Oh, that's the end. Okay, cool, cool. So those are the double-sided ones. Now, if you don't want to know how to make these, or you don't want to see me make them, call it a day, and I wish you good luck and have an awesome day. If you do want to know how I did these, and these are without covers, so I've got to trim them down and then make covers. But I have, look at these. Look at these. I need an intervention. Look. There's one. There's a stack there. And these break down like this. See? I was addicted. I just kept going and going and going. Look. Look at them. Now I have to finish with covers and spines and decorate them or something. But, and I think I have a plan for them all as well. And this one. Look at that. I don't even know how many there are. Don't know. Doesn't matter. Craziness. Oh, plus this one. Oh, and and the one that I made that didn't work. Didn't work. But I have figured out how, and that's why I wanted to show you. And again, I will link Elizabeth Brewer so you can see how she did it, because hers are lovely. She makes them all nice and decorates them right there. And I've just got a bunch doing this part, trying to get the folding correct. The reason I had them standing up like this, well, in part was to dry. But what I learned is, if it doesn't look like this before you start gluing, then you've done something wrong. Otherwise you end up with a Rubik's flat puzzle, which is fun also. And I believe there's people out there making journals similar to this that'll fold out and do stuff. See? But I got the folding all wrong. Let's see. That way, that way, that way, that way. So this is still cute, but it doesn't need a cover now. It will need, let's see, there and there, probably punch tiny holes and tie a ribbon and have a tie closure there, because this part will hold itself together. Sorry, my older neighbors, well, each of them are getting hard of hearing, so they yell at each other out the front there. This is your book when it's glued. How do you make it? Well, according to Lizzie, and you can use, she says you can use any size paper. I'm using the 12 by 12 because I just got new paper, and that totally makes sense. Now, I didn't trim it. You know, a lot of the 12 by 12 papers have that line there. Normally there's the hole where they hang them or whatever. This one's not as big on this sheet, so yeah, I've just left them on there. just left them on there. I want to make these into more of a zine style book. And I guess that's what they remind me of, zines. Okay, so take your 12 by 12 piece of paper. You need a pair of scissors, a bone folder, or some such, and a glue stick, right? This is why I love this project. And Lizzie made it look so easy. Okay, fold it in half. I'm using definitely right side, wrong side of paper, okay? Right side up, fold it in half, corner to corner. Does not matter which direction you do this, because we're going to do the same thing everywhere. Okay, take your bone folder, get a nice good crease going. Turn it again so your folded edge is at the top here now. And then repeat. Up to the top. Fold it over, your folded edge, your folded center is still at the top. Repeat. Repeat and repeat, we're in a boat. Pete fell out, who's left? No, seriously, Pete and repeat are in a boat. Pete fell out, who's left? Pete and repeat are in a Oh, I have to crack myself up, otherwise it'd be a terrible life. Okay, so we have this thing going on now, right? Undo it. Now we're going to, our lines are this way. That's how we just folded it, right? Make sure your lines are going up and down. And we're going to take this and do the same thing, but with the inside, or the total brain fart. Alright, coffee. Hang on. This is still my first cup of coffee this morning. Okay. So your print side, the right side, that's the word I'm looking for. The right side of your paper is up. And we're going to do the same thing we just did, but with our creases going this direction already. Like this, see? Creases going this way. Flip it up. Corner to corner. Take your time. Lizzie did say you can do this on, if you have one of the scoreboards or whatever. I didn't pull mine out to learn to do this, but cardstock and my scoreboard don't get along anyway, so I didn't worry about it. Okay, we're going to turn it upside down from where we had it, so our folded edge is at the top. See? And I imagine do it however works for you best. Okay. Make your crease all pretty. Flip it. Or turn it this way. Whatever works. Okay, match that to your folded edge as best as possible. Oh. Okay, so what we have now is a 12 by 12 page folded this direction and this direction. Can you see? It made crease marks everywhere. So you should get, what, 3 by 3? Are they 3 by 3? I think they are. I don't know. I don't measure anything. Mine's a little off because I didn't trim off that bottom. But you'll get 3 by 3 essentially squares. Now, what we're going to do, and this is where I thought I messed up, but this was not where I messed up. I had to backtrack some. Okay. if you make this to where it stands like your M shape here, so you've got your mountains or your peaks and your valley in the middle, okay? Mountains, valley. Mountains, valley. Are you with me? Our mountains, we're going to trim right across that crease up to where it meets this crease across. The very last crease across, okay? So, to there. So, it's still attached. If you've got a strip by itself, you've gone too far. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the other peak or mountain to the very last crease across. Okay? So you have this looking thing. Now, turn your paper this way. We're going to do the same thing from the edge to the last crease. Alright? To the last. Well, scissors are getting squeaky. It's terrible. Okay, I did not trim that perfectly. I did not. Now, this is where I went wrong to get this. Okay? If it looks like this before you glue it, if it doesn't make this shape here, okay, if it doesn't do this, then you folded it wrong. So don't glue it yet, because you can still salvage it. I learned. Okay, when I buggered it up, I folded it this way, keeping the right side print out. Okay? That's where I went wrong. If you do this, you will mess it up completely. If you have... Well, no, even... No, that would still come out wrong even if it was double-sided paper. So, fold this way. And this is how I was doing it while she was talking. Lizzie folds one way, the other way, the other. I get lost that way, so I have to do it at the same time. So our first square in our W, if you do want it up the other way, it would be an M. But our first loose square, wrong side out, right? And then I pick that up and tuck it underneath. This is probably why my hands don't want to work today, because I did a bunch of them. So underneath, right? So we're doing a concertina type fan fold, but with the squares that we already did. You'll get to the end of that run where it's still attached here. I folded that underneath. And then go again. Right side to right side. Wrong side to wrong side on the back. See? And then right side to right side. And then that's the piece that was folded still, that's creased. You're going to crease it the opposite direction of the original crease. And then I just take my trusty bone folder. You could use whatever you got, it's fine. I didn't have a bone folder for a very long time. They are really handy though. So if you do find one for cheap, pick it up. But the part you must know is these here, this will be your inside cover. This will go stick directly to the cover that you make, okay? So that'll be your spine and front and back cover. Okay, so we gave it a galaxy cover. That's not very big. Not very big. But that would be glued to there. Right? Before you glue this, you want to make sure you take the front and back covers, hold them together, and this whole thing will want to just bloom like a big flower, but make sure you can make this shape with it. If you cannot, you folded it wrong, okay? But you can always unfold it and try it a different way, okay? Now the gluing, the gluing is where I went wrong. Because you have some that fold this way and some that fold this way. See this? And some that fold this way. So yeah, the gluing takes a minute. But again, try and start, if you can, just to play with them with just one-sided print paper. Because when I did this, even though it was the last one I did with the double-sided paper, I figured it'd be fine. It was still confusing. Granted, that was wee hours this morning. But, yeah, my brain was like, I don't know. Let's see. So what I'm going to do is find my front and back covers, or pages, front and back pages, and I'm going to open it backwards. Let's see, right there, in the middle, because I'm going to stick the white bits together. If you glue anything on this page, it would be pink, any of the pink stuff together. If you glue your right side color at all, you're gluing something wrong. Okay? Trust me. I know. And yeah, I watched Lizzie do it twice, and I probably should go back and just make sure I'm doing it. Okay, and stick that down. Okay. And then I try and find the next available bit from the center out, so I've got something to really lean on. But yeah, stick wrong side to wrong side, or white to white, or whatever color your paper is. So we got that there. Okay, doing good. Alright, let me stick this one here. Like white on rice. That's what I kept telling myself. White to white. White on rice. Or whatever color your backing is. Okay. And then that one there. And be gentle with it, because, you know, it's not dry yet. And mine come out a little funky, so I'm going to have to trim the top or the bottom a little bit. Where I trimmed it on the peaks, I didn't get it quite perfect. And you could probably do that with, you know, a ruler and an X-Acto knife or something. Which I might have to do next time. Let's see. That one there, make sure you haven't got any stuck together accidentally. That one's not glued. Okay. So yeah. Sticking the wrong sides together. I say two wrongs don't make a right. Well, they do for one-page mini journals. So, you know, what do they know? Who's they? I am tired. Oh, I got smuts in my glue. No. No. Thank you. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Anybody else? And yeah, double check that you haven't, you know, glued little bits together, because it's glue. That's what it does. That one's good. Okay, so just this one then. Alrighty. Well, alrighty then. See, it's not quite as technical as I had first made it while trying to watch Lizzie do it. And trying to chat and live stream at the same time. That was just not, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't try things while I'm chatting. The fact that I can do this at all is ridiculous. Alright, now test it again, just to be sure. Make sure it makes this shape. If it does not, then you've buggered it up somewhere and you need to figure out where you're getting it wrong. Otherwise, it's this type of thing, which I mean, obviously it failed because it's not a book. But it is an interesting flip out thingy book. And I know those exist, so yeah. And if you want one of these, all you do is fold it incorrectly from the get-go. Where you're starting by making sure that the wrong side is out, like this, where you start like this. If you want to make one of these, make sure that you're folding it instead of the backs, the white side showing, make sure you're folding so your colored page, your print pattern paper is out. So it's white on white. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have done this while I'm tired, or done this video. I had to share. Lizzie, I have a new addiction. Thank you. I do love you, Lizzie. You're fantastic. If you are not familiar with Elizabeth Brewer, I'll link her below. You must check her out. She's an absolute peach. So yeah, I need to make a whole bunch. Look at these. A whole bunch of... I need to cover the spines and make some covers. And some of them need trimming down just a hair so that they're perfect, because they're not. And yeah. Be a bit of a trim with an X-Acto knife, or I don't know, Rambo blade or whatever. But that's how you make Lizzie's books, out of one sheet of paper. Like, how many of us don't have paper we can use? Keep in mind also, she did mention, if you have paper like, if you have directional paper, like the newsprints and stuff, you know, we're folding these in all which direction, so that's going to shift which direction those images are going to sit, right? If that's going to bug you, find just random pattern paper. Or, you know, you could do this with tea-dyed paper or something. I don't know. I want to try it with magazine images. I think it'd be cool with like galaxy pages. Just stuff. I don't know. I'm going to have to find random things to make them out of now. And yes, I have plans for all of these. Sorry. Sorry. If you have any questions, do let me know. Or ask Elizabeth Brewer, because she didn't just inspire me. you know when we see people doing something we want to learn how to do, we add it to our watch later, or I have a learn to do list just for stuff that I want to be able to do, or if I need to come back and revisit it until I get it just so. I stopped what I was doing immediately to learn how to make these, and I'm so glad that I did. They are adorable and yet just so much fun. Look at these now. And this is just pattern paper, and after I put a wad of them together, look, they do all the different colors here a little bit, and you can still ink edges or do whatever. I want to know what a couple of them would be like together in one book, you know? Because that might start buggering up the spine. I don't know. Because you could still glue, let's see, where one book meets the other, you could glue that together as you did the other ones. And make little chubby ones. Little chubbies. I don't know, it just... Okay, I'm rambling. I need more coffee. Yeah. So much fun. Give this a go, you guys. Seriously, it's adorable. And this one I need to make little pockets for, because what I did, instead of gluing back to back proper, I just glued like a side and a bottom depending, or a top and a side. Oh, that one doesn't go. Hang on. No, that one doesn't go. This one goes. So that one will be a front pocket. I don't have anything. Let's see. Maybe I do. Alright, we'll just use all my magazines smuts. So that would stick out there. What else have I got? Oh, that one's a bit big. I got one. Let's see. Something could stick out there. So you could make like tag books, right? Little baby ones. Little baby ones. Could stick something out the top here. Yeah, not that tall or wide, obviously, but little stuff with the little punched edges or something. And she was making, she was adding tiny little belly bands and pockets, and they're just so adorable. And I've kept my scraps from the other paper pad, or this paper pad, so I can make little stuff as well. Because I got to do it all by hand, so I don't know how long that will take, but you must give this a try. And if you do, let Lizzie know so she knows, because that will just tickle her soul. She is adorable. Adorable. Alright, you guys, I'm going to cut this off here because I need coffee and vitamins probably. But yeah, I had to share this with you. I can't. I'm going to make some more too. I'll have to get another one of these paper pads, I think, just so I can do my original projects. But yeah, I'm going to make more. I can't help myself. They're so much fun. They're so cute, and I do have plans for them all now. So, yes. Yep, I need coffee before I start my next project. Alright. Have an epic day. Thank you, Lizzie, for just being awesome and teaching me something new. I love learning new things. Thank you, Care Bear, for my amazing birthday presents. Just, I cannot wait to use the stencil. Like, oh my gosh. And the book. I do need to make drawing journals now, though. I know I could buy them, but no, I've got stuff to make them. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for being with me today. Know that I love you. Bye.